Welcome to today's video. I am joined by two very special guests. We have EJ over here. Say hi, EJ.
What's up?
And we have Irvin over here. We call him Uncle Irvin. Say hello. And Dalen's the permanent special guest, so there you go. Today we are going to be having a little chat, a little discussion. We are going to just be talking about us being entrepreneurs and what we've kind of learned throughout our journey. We've been working for ourselves full time. We have 4 or 5 businesses at this point, and we've been doing this for about 3.5 years, and it's been great so far. Lots of struggles along the way, but we are rolling and we are moving towards our ultimate goal. And so we thought we would just have a discussion about things that we've learned kind of in this process, in this journey. So I actually had all of them kind of send me a few lessons that they wanted to talk about, and I wrote them all down. So we're gonna have a little discussion. I'll be kind of leading it along the way, but give me your thoughts, Make it juicy, make it spicy. Okay, let's talk about the first thing. I noticed this in pretty much all of ours, and it was to not care what people think. Do you feel like you guys all are at a point now that you just don't give up? I won't swear. You don't care about kind of what everyone else's opinions are about you?
Yeah, just a waste of time.
It is a waste of time.
Yeah, that one was mine. I think obviously it's a waste of time. Just why think about stuff that's not gonna do anything to help you or get you where you want to be. I guess.
Instead, refocus that energy on just being the best version of yourself and doing what you know needs to be done. And who cares if they don't like your pants? Yeah, if they just don't like you, there's gonna be people that just don't like you, and it's who cares? I know that there's people that I don't like. I know there's people that you don't like. I know that there's somebody out there that. So just think about that next time you're getting caught in that spiral of caring what people think. And you can get so much more done. Okay, let's talk about something else. Irvin, I saw that you put this down and I like this one, and it's always be learning. Do you have an example on when you learned something?
I don't know, let me think. Do I? Yes, there's definitely many examples where I've learned stuff, but I think I just meant that I think sometimes we take what we know and knowledge for granted, and I think sometimes we hastily make decisions without thinking about what emotions or logic are behind them. And I think people just need to spend more time thinking. I think it's super helpful to think about how you're feeling, check in on yourself. Yeah, really just always question everything you think you know about the world or how things work or how people work.
So just constantly be learning and replacing maybe your old ways of thinking when you realize something better. Maybe there's a different way of doing things, kind of?
Yeah. Just realize knowledge is a gift. We know a lot of stuff now because we have our phones. It's super easy to search things.
Everybody pick it up.
Yeah, it's super easy to search stuff. Everything's on your fingertips at this point.
People still don't do it though.
No, people still
Crazy.
don't do it. And I think you just gotta realize how important it is.
Okay, so I feel like I kind of get where you're going. I get the drift, and it kind of leads me into something that I wrote down. And it's kind of just to let go of expectations and kind of just do what you think is best in that moment and kind of see how it goes. And then you can always be learning, always be adapting and changing as new things come along. But make sure you're still putting yourself in those situations of forcing you basically to learn. If you are the type of person that knows that you're not really going to take the extra time to go out and research, well then go out and live your life and let that kind of be your research and adjust as needed.
I just thought of something also.
Ding, idea.
From that, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations and scenarios, I think is one of the best things. I don't know how we didn't think of that, but because that's a massive one, I think. Even though obviously you don't want to be doing something sometimes, or you're scared to do it, if you just do it, I feel like most of the time it's a lot easier than you think it's going to be, or a lot less scary or whatever it is, but it's just not as bad as you think it's going to be, and then you end up growing more from that than anything, I think.
Even if it goes bad, or only if you are successful from it?
No, I think both ways because you took the risk, like you know it doesn't work or like you messed up. You can try to either learn how to do it differently or like give up and move on.
Learn something
move
from
to
it.
Move
Oh,
on
look
to
at that.
something else.
Full circle.
Like this table.
Learning, changing, evolving. Just keep the ball rolling always. You never want to get like in a point in your life that you're done. Like you don't know where to go from there. Keep the ball rolling, you know? Okay, let's talk about mindset. I have this one starred, bolded. I feel like we all kind of have some thoughts about this one. Mindset is everything.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like one of the biggest changes you can make is to just always check in on yourself, not just go throughout your day kind of just feeling whatever. Well, not feeling whatever, but like if you're feeling bad, like try to find out why you feel bad and not just brush it off.
Yeah, act like it's not there.
Yeah,
A
basically.
lot of people do that.
Shove it down.
Yeah, because it'll either just get worse or it'll just keep happening. Because sometimes it's easy as just changing the way you think about stuff and that'll probably fix it. So just always doing that, being self-aware, I guess.
I like that. Self-awareness. Not even just when you're checking in with yourself, but I feel like I use this example all the time. But like just kind of realizing when things aren't really that bad instead of just like getting so worked up over it when it's like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And you'd rather would you rather be sad and mad all day? Or would you rather be happy? Like why? Like get stuck in that, and then if you can't pull yourself out of it, I mean sometimes obviously there's situations when it's like, okay, it's bad, like for sure, like I don't want that to be missed here, but I'm talking about like little problems throughout the day. An example, if EJ leaves his towel on the ground in the bathroom, maybe that could set off the rage. You know, I could just like go on and on all day about like, and it all stemmed from something like so small that it's like, who cares? Like, I'll pick up the towel. Like it doesn't have to be a day ruiner. It doesn't have to like just ruin everything else for you, because then you're so blinded by that emotion that it's like you can't see anything else that's right in front of you. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. EJ, you have this one, and it's to learn to sell. Are you talking about, okay, so if you guys don't know, they both do door-to-door sales. We have a sales company, knock knock, it's EJ. Well, okay, are you talking about learning to sell like door-to-door or what?
Yes and no, because I feel like selling taught us a lot of things, like me and Irvin. I mean, like we fail every day. Like we get no 98% of the time, so we're like we're comfortable now when we're being rejected. Like I don't care anymore.
So you don't like, it doesn't make
like
you
it's
feel
kinda
some
the
type of way?
mindset thing. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
care what people think. Kind of goes back, or somewhat relates to that.
I feel like, yeah,
I
it
think.
definitely relates to
You're
that.
getting a door slammed in your face, and someone's just
like,
like,
they don't like me. I
no,
don't think.
like get out of here, or just like nothing, and just slams the door in your face. It's like I wouldn't want to have to.
I know, I
deal
feel
with
like that would be hard, even though like,
suck.
I mean, obviously like we don't really care what people think, but I think we also haven't like knocked doors and really had to put it to the test. Most people don't have it that dramatic where it's like people are just angry at you all day. So do you think that your mindset has like helped you get to that point, or were you kind of
I think so.
dealing with rejection first and then it made you realize that you have to change your mindset?
Yeah, it just doesn't matter what they think of me.
Yeah.
That's probably like for newer
like-
people that are knocking. It's probably hard for them too. And like once you get out of that kind of thing, like you're saying, like you know now, like I'm gonna get 95% of people that are like just gonna be like, no, get out of here. And it's like,
So how can me and Dalen practice that skill without like going door to door?
I feel like you just use it every day. Like I convince you to move to Houston without seeing it. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
It is a little crazy. Very crazy. That's true. So it's like that sales doesn't have to come with like a money, like it could be your time. It could be your knowledge that you're like exchanging essentially, or trying to barter with.
I wanna know what he has to say about this.
You stirring over here, Irvin? You're off the frame. You wanna come onto the frame?
What? Just learning how to sell in general?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, how could
selling,
like people apply that? Maybe if it's not everyone's gonna be a door-to-door salesman.
They should.
Yeah.
They should. They should.
They should all be a door-to-door salesman.
Alright.
For what? At least for a little bit. Maybe not like a permanent career. The streets would be flooded with door
Goes back to
knockers.
trying something and being out of your
Yeah,
comfort zone.
that's true.
Yeah, I
Everybody's
mean,
trying.
I feel like the main difference is that we're in charge of our own time with door to door. You're never really asking for raises, like you get what you put into it. I feel like that's one of the biggest difference. But as far as everyone learning how to do it and, having the skills or the lessons that we've learned, I think you can do it in other parts of your life. I think you just need to take more risks. Well, not just being door to door, being any sort of all commission job. Somewhat, right? Because you never know what's coming in next. But also at the same time, you need to look at your situation and the risk that you're actually taking. Because if right now you're working 9 to 5, not making enough, and you're just, paying bills every month, and it's basically draining your whole bank account, what happens if your car breaks down? What happens if something in the house that you need to work doesn't work anymore, and you don't have the money to fix it? That's also a risk that everyone is sort of taking but not really thinking about it. So you just need to weigh out your options. But I think in general, sales is just effective communication when you really get down to it.
Do you think people don't get what they want in their life because they don't ask for it?
Yeah.
Or because they don't know
yeah.
how to communicate that that's maybe what they want?
Yeah, this is a super good example. There was a guy that, I don't remember his name, but you can look up,
John.
he's probably on YouTube somewhere. He did like 100 days of just asking different people for like ridiculous stuff. And he just did that just to, get rejected or whatever, but he was really surprised that more often times than not, there was people that said yes, even though the stuff he was requesting for was just super ridiculous. Just insane.
Actually, I heard that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I listened to this book recently, and it actually was talking about just using the power of because and like just asking for it. And then if you say like because, it doesn't matter what you say. You could literally restate what you already said, and people would still be like, okay, just because you asked them, and then you were like, because I just need to do it, and they're like, okay. And I think that's actually really interesting. It's just like, it's psychology. Like, if you don't ask, then it's a definite no. But if you ask, it could be a yes, and you could get what you want out of it. I mean, I'm still scared to ask for things sometimes, but
We did it at Walmart.
improving.
Redbox.
Oh, yeah, tell him. He literally did an experiment.
I haven't heard this.
Yeah, the guy was just taking too long to pick a movie, one of those Redbox things.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, can I get in front of you just because I want to? That's literally what I said, and he just
let you?
Yeah. So it's like, it
crazy.
doesn't even matter what comes after the because. It's like, it's just you asking.
It's like they never heard.
He could have kept that red box for months and months. That's crazy.
Okay, so let's talk about our next topic. And it is to let go of expectations. I feel like this kind of circles back to not caring what people think and like not knowing what's gonna happen anyways, so why waste time worrying about it, and just let go of expectations you have for people, and then it's a lot easier when it's like if it doesn't kind of pan out how you thought. For example, Dalen here agreed to come out here to Texas with me and help me full time, like taking on a completely different job than you probably thought, and life than he probably thought he would be living. I mean, I kind of went into it having this expectation of like that he's gonna say yes because he's my family and he should want to support me, and obviously he did say yes, so thank you for that. But I would have also had to be okay with him saying no and not resent him for it, when it's like he could have had no idea that I even had this plan all like figured out for him and just said like no because he didn't feel like it. And I feel like especially when you're starting your business and just being an entrepreneur, like you kind of have to lean on the people around you, and sometimes that doesn't always work out, and you have to be okay with that and just let go of those expectations. Like, what about with you guys? Like, obviously you guys are brothers and you work together. So was there ever a time that you would be worried maybe one wouldn't want to like join in, and then it's like, well, I hate you then?
I've actually kind of wondered about that too, always. Just
Yeah, give us
with
the
certain,
tea.
With certain things, if you guys have like ever had like a a disagreement or something
Like, you just
that,
saw it
but you
completely-
compromised
yeah.
on, or like with the solar thing, like how that even got started. I was curious, like if you guys did it together or like one of you thought of it and just brought it up. Was like that might
How'd that
work,
happen?
or like I've never heard that either, but.
So what's the question?
Or I think
I
just
guess.
talk about
How you guys came to like work together? Was there like already
Yeah, and, like,
expectations you had for each other that like, oh, I'm just gonna call Irvin, he's gonna come. Like,
and
and
how was that whole process and everything?
I mean, we've always worked together even before.
Since high school.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like we've worked in kitchens together.
That's true. I guess.
actually,
a
yeah,
lot of
literally
time.
almost every single job you guys
Yeah,
had.
pretty much until I went to college. Like, we were working at this.
I used to think it was so crazy. Now I'm like, wow, that's lucky. Like, I would love to have a permanent friend and like whatever. Like, your job may suck, but at least it sucks with somebody else and it's not like just you. So I always thought that was cool, but I feel like most people don't have that type of, I don't know, relationship, I guess, or like.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, yeah, I think we definitely had disagreements, but I think it helped a lot that we fought a lot as a kid.
What do you mean?
I don't really
what,
know.
to like
'cause what
get
do
it
you
out of
mean?
the way or
Yeah.
to understand each other better?
Well, no,
or-
because you never really hold grudges, I guess. Like, you learn not to do that.
Oh, you're just like fighting because you're brothers and it's not anything too dramatic.
Well, yeah,
Stuff you can, let go of.
yeah.
Like
basically.
when we fight. I mean, we don't do it often, but it's like, I know that, like, he's my brother at the end of the day, and like, same with you, like, you guys are brothers, so it's like, just get over it. You know, just like move on.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're in it for the long haul, so. Do you think you guys now are completely on the same page with what you want to do, like business and like your life? Or for, like, for the most part?
Yeah, summed up.
I think so. Kind of just like after freedom at this point.
Yeah.
Just doing what you want.
Working towards the same
I mean,
overall
that's
goal?
Sacrificing
That's
now
fine.
pretty much.
I think that's what we're all. Kind
Yeah, I feel like that is what we're all kind of after. To do whatever you want, essentially. Just,
And then be able to help people.
yeah, and be able to help people. Actually, oh, look at that. This kind of leads back into something.
There we go.
Let me find it.
A little
Is it-
dance.
Oh, okay. I put this one as my number one thing. The first thing I thought of for a lesson that I've learned, and it's to give with no expectations. Just like you don't want to place your expectations on other people. That actually, yeah, that's literally like the opposite of that. It's like you're expecting someone to react a certain way just because you're helping them. And I feel like if you just go out and help people because you want to help them and you're not looking for something necessarily in return, you end up getting so much more in the long run because it's like you're just having a genuine connection and it's not transactional.
Is that
you know?
kind of like karma?
Yeah, it's like karma. It's like you're basically just putting your faith out there that like the good karma is going to come back around and you're just happy knowing that you help somebody else. Even if it's not, like, it doesn't have to be money. It could be like your time, your expertise, like your advice if that's what they want from you. Just helping people to be a good person.
I said if you're expecting good karma to come back, isn't that expecting something back?
Well, no,
I mean,
not.
that's just a bonus. Like, help people because you want to help them.
Yeah,
And you want
well, I don't know. I was gonna say I just believe it'll come back anyways. I'm not expecting it to. I just think
it's a nice bonus
that's
if
like a
it does.
thing that'll
Like,
happen. If you were just nice to people and like have a good heart, I just feel like good things,
Yeah.
more good things than bad things are gonna happen to you that you can't control. I guess.
do you agree with that, EJ? To just give with no expectations, or do you think would you rather like exchange something in the present moment?
I mean, if you help someone, like you gain something regardless.
Well, I don't think everyone thinks like that.
You could gain self-esteem. You help someone. Yay.
Or you
I mean,
just
that
feel
always
good
makes me
about
happy.
yourself.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a good thing. But like I feel like some people aren't like that.
That's
Like
true.
they
Maybe it's something you
give,
have
and
to
if they don't
learn.
get something back, they're not always like happy. You know what I mean? If they're expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, darn, I got ripped off. Like, I
Yeah,
gave
exactly.
this to whatever, and
So
they
just
didn't
like be
reciprocate
a good
anything.
person
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
want to do that, and like it's
So
good to have that mindset.
Take your expectations away. Okay, next thing. Let's see. Oh, act on commitments, not on feelings. I feel like we kind of mentioned a little bit about this in mindset. but I want to make sure we touch on it again because this one was also a big one for me. I heard it in a book and it kind of just, like, I haven't forgotten it. So what do you think that kind of means, Dylan? You act on your commitments, not on your feelings.
I mean, acting on the things that you like told yourself you're gonna do. I guess, like, I think that keeps you motivated also. Just like waking up and knowing that you like have to get a certain thing done. And I think, well, that helps me a lot. Just like waking up and like, I guess looking forward, or just like knowing that I have something to do today, and then like being able to get it done and then feel good after that because of that. And then just
you like
try
working on something and like knowing that you're making progress, or is it just,
Yeah.
it could be any task that
I
you're
mean,
getting
it's
done?
it's little things, like it's different for everybody, obviously, I think, but just finding those little things, I guess, that might not be huge, that you can look forward to in the day, I guess. I don't know, that's what I do to make myself wake up, because I hate waking up. I'm not a morning person at all.
But
I'm
we
like,
know.
okay,
We know.
what's something that I can be like, yeah, I can look forward to that, whether it's a Celtics game,
Coffee.
like something like that. Coffee, a lot of the time, actually, it is.
Yeah, that's mine.
I wake up
my
and I'm
biggest
like,
thing. Coffee.
what flavor, what am I gonna try today? But
Okay, well, we're back. It's much later. The camera died and it's now getting dark out. We're preparing for a storm. So I think we had a lot of good points. Hopefully you guys found this interesting. Let us know if you want to see more of these types of like just sit down, chatty Cathy videos. So make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe, and we will see you next time. Everyone say bye. Bye.